I had a lot planned for today, and I ended up spending almost the entire day shipping. It's nuts, but I had a lot of things I had to tie up loose ends with. I'm trying to get my the stuff out of here and off so that I can put my trees up. And I really thought I was going to accomplish that all today, but what I did a good chunk of the shipping. The only things I have to pack, which I'm doing tomorrow morning, are 2 things that go to Kevin and 1 thing that goes to Sandy. Everything else is packed. So if you have bought things from me, please look for your PayPal requests. You'll have them. Kevin, you don't have one yet. But that's it. Everybody else should have a request. I'd like to get everything shipped tomorrow. Oh, yeah, Sharon is packed. Sharon, yeah, I have to just fill out and get your label. Your box is packed, and I'll send the request through tomorrow. But your box, everything is packed. Like I said, I've got to pack 2 things for Kevin and a gift for Sandra Rusak, and that's it. And then everything is good. So I've got that going on today. Like I said, took a lot longer than I thought. So a lot of bookkeeping and everything. I wanted to do some baking today. That didn't happen. But I had to finish with this. It's like I just had to just finish with it. And I think now that it'll be done tomorrow, then I can go on to the next things. I have to got some things going on. Jimmy's been doing some work in our bathroom, getting some doors hung, and I have to, put a finish coat on one of the doors now that he's got them all hung where they're supposed to be. So like that, right now I'm thinking of like, I should be painting that door. I just can't stand seeing things like undone. I'm a perfectionist, and that's what gets in my way. Because right now, like, I'm obsessed about a door. It's so much so that, like, if I wasn't doing this, I would probably be opening a can of paint and starting to paint a door at 1:40 in the morning. But that's the thing, like, it's like, just calm down. It'll wait, you can do it later. But that's how my mind is. Anyway. What else? So we're gonna, I obviously, I've been shipping all freaking day. I haven't had a chance to see anything, except I will tell you something that I saw on the news tonight on one of it was 60 Minutes actually. And it was about, now I think we talked about Westfield, New Jersey. I don't know Westfield, New Jersey. Obviously it's not anywhere near where I grew up in New Jersey, but I remember it with another like bullying case. I don't know. I was telling everybody, but I heard tonight, a year ago, this girl, there was some commotion up at the high school. Apparently some boys had done something to her pictures, and they're called, what do they call them? Nudify websites. And they're really scary because they use AI. Now, they said, this isn't something that's on the dark web. This is not something that is hard to get to. So this is why they're bringing it to people's attention, because this is the kind of crap that's happening. And apparently some high school kids had gotten pictures, because you can upload any picture and you can make someone naked. And more than naked, there are sites where you can put them into positions. And some really lewd stuff. Well, this girl kind of ran into, her mother got on board, and they kind of ran into what a lot of people on the internet, a lot of creators, like with SWATs and things like that, is that our laws are not at the level they need to be. The internet is growing faster. Our laws have to change. So they updated their handbook to include AI images. And they have some new laws going through about this because these guys took her and I think 3 other friends' photos and made them naked and in lewd acts. And so now it's going to be, what was she saying? It's going to be what they're working on is making it a crime to, number one, do anything like that. But even to post a naked minor. Okay? Because, and there are people that do that, with their own kids. And I'm talking about babies, toddlers. Yeah. That's going to be a crime. Just because they're falling into the wrong hands. So if you didn't know these sites exist, they do. And then what happened was one of the sites, and this was so stupid, it was like close off, and it was like a .io and something, not a .com, a .io. They went to the address and they listened to this one. And they go, who answered said they were a YouTube creator. Okay, well, wouldn't you think a YouTube creator could have very well started that business? I mean, it's just a website. It's not a business storefront. They're not coming in off the street. It was the most absurd thing I ever heard. But yeah, these websites are created, and kids were doing this to other kids. And the boy that did this, I guess, he got like just a day suspension. So the mother, who's a teacher in another district, said, "A day suspension? Are you kidding me?" And then they started to call the police, and that's when they said the police are so far behind on the laws because they're not there. Our laws need to change. And that's when this mother and daughter went and started to take things further and initiate laws. And they teamed up with politicians and did all that. So yeah, I mean, it's scary times. But as soon as they can make that a crime, because right now, there's people like on that site trying to do that to other people. And pretend these images are them and all that. And that's why your critical thinking really needs to come into effect, because just because you see something, and if you see something that's like so out of character, you have to question whether things are real. It's horrible. Horrible. Okay, so what? Hi, Super Chat Cat. Hi, Roya. Hey, Roya, how are you? Let's say hi. I didn't get to say hello to everyone. So let's see. Sandra Voss, hello there. Roya, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a long, long time. Super Chat Cat, hi. I'm so glad internet crap wasn't around when I was in high school. I know, right, White Angel? It's crazy. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff you got to be aware of, but there are, have to catch up and get the laws changed. Hi 61, how are you? All right, so another thing that's on the internet like crazy are rumors. And it seems like whenever there is some, popular fodder, subject, case, whatever it is, if it starts to die down, it starts to be, where people, creators make stuff up to keep the storylines going. And it's almost like their audience doesn't even mind it. They just jump on. Because it's almost like, okay, well, it's a dull news day on that subject. Let me make up some stuff. I've seen it in every case that's gotten very popular. We've seen it in the Koberger case. We've seen the fake phone calls. We've seen the fake insiders in the Watts case. We've seen it in the Gabby Petito case. We've seen it in any case that has a real traction, a real hold on the internet. We've seen it definitely in Summer Wells. We've seen it in Sebastian Rogers. We've seen it in that monkey little boy that was, they called him Monkey, that was missing from Idaho. We've seen it in Lori Vallow. It's what we see. And I liken it to the fact that I think, especially with a big case, people that do it every single day and their audiences are hooked on it. And it's like, they treat it like it's a Netflix series. What do you mean the trial's over? Like, wait, what? There's got to be something going on, and it's like, guys, this is real life, okay? Oh, yeah, but I don't like that other trial that's coming up. That doesn't get my attention. This is the one I like. Just make up some crap, any crap. And it seems like some creators, we've seen it, do it. How many times have we seen it? From all the stuff with NK, from those creators that said they were raising money to put up a billboard, right? That she was going to be arrested in 2 weeks, that they had an insider in the DA's office, and then they had to come clean one night and say they're nothing but a liar, okay? Because I don't know where they were going with that, because they knew they didn't have an insider in the DA's office. They knew she wasn't going to be arrested in 2 weeks, and yet it was there. Let's collect as much money as we can. And yeah, there are still some, because they have a captive audience. A lot of people have been hurt by someone that's come into their marriage or into their relationship, and they have a lot of anger, a lot of, they just want to direct all of that somewhere. And I've seen it. And if there's somebody in a case, like in the Patrick Frazee case, a lot of people directed it, and you might say rightfully so. I mean, this woman cleaned up the crime scene and did all this. She was involved. And a lot of us felt she did not get a sentence that was fitting to her crime. But like the prosecutor said, they had to make a deal with the devil to get Patrick Frazee. And that was the rodeo queen, right? The ex-girlfriend. The one that came down 3 times to try to kill Kelsey Barrett, right? And then was the one that allegedly cleaned up the crime scene, correct? So, and then took the phone and everything and all of that. And I think she got 3 years, to which I think she served 18 months. Crystal. So, it's just, it's just nuts. But, so Gypsy Rose is another one of those cases that people don't want to stop. Every day, something happening. Now, in her case, a lot of days there is something legit happening. But on days there's not, there's a lot of fakeness, okay? Like the split up of her and Ken and, just things that are not happening. Well, today they said that all of her books have been pulled. So I heard this. I haven't had a chance to check this out, but I heard this. And my immediate reaction was, yeah, right. Because I don't believe it. They said even online, all her books have been pulled. So why don't we check this out right now? If all her books have been pulled, even off of the internet. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, but I'm going to check it out. Okay, that would be debunked, because I can add it to my cart right now on Amazon. So that is debunked. Now, what I want to know is, why do people go on message boards? Why do people make videos? Why do people make TikToks when they can as easily see that that's not true? See, because this is the same kind of thing. This is the same kind of thing like when this creator, someone was calling me and saying, oh my gosh, there's something going on at the Watts house. They meant the parents, the Watts parents. There's cop cars all over the streets. There's a raid happening at their house. And it just got out of control. And very unscrupulous creators started just flying to the internet reporting on this fake news. So when I went on and said, this is fake, that had to do with a water main leak. The creator that went on said, oh, well, I said I didn't know, but no, you didn't take 5 minutes to fact check something. That's because you wanted to create that hysteria. You wanted to go on there and do that. Don't start making excuses. I'd have more respect for you if you said the real thing, the real answer. You didn't want to fact check it. You wanted to go on there and say, there's a raid at the Watts parents' house. Some of them will say, well, I put a question mark on the end of the title because I wasn't sure. Yeah, we found out it's not a raid, but I just wanted to bring the news first. What news? If it's real news, you can take the time to fact check it. So many went on today. I mean, just, it's crazy if you just look at that. They're in message boards. They're on videos. They're on TikToks, all yakking that all of the books have been pulled from the shelves. And people, again, believing it hook, line, and sinker when it takes one little search on Google to tell you that that's not true. But keep, and how people have respect for creators that do that to them, I don't know. They must like to be lied to. And I do think people do like to be lied to, because these creators have people that stay with them even though they lie to them every day. They lie every single day. They have fake insiders. They have fake sources. They tell lies. Sometimes they'll come back and correct them, say they were wrong. It doesn't matter. I think people treat it like TV and give me a good storyline. Write me a story. That's what it is. Anyway. So we've got that. So that's debunked, okay? They were wrong. It doesn't matter. Let's see. We've debunked that. Hi, Stacey C. We've debunked the Gypsy rumors. And her books have not been taken off the shelves. I just want to see one person in here that says, like, you're wrong. It's not true. Now, somebody said that Gypsy Rose's friend, and this one I can't tell because Bree, the friend, blocked me a long time ago just for simply asking a question in a TikTok. She blocked me. So, that was that. I don't know if she was. I imagine if they're saying it's her 4th channel, well, that means that a ban on TikTok really doesn't mean very much now, does it? No. Okay, so somebody posted, let me just see. I guess. Get this. Let me go to Gypsy's Instagram for a minute just to see something. All right. Let me go. Here. Gypsies. Okay, she doesn't have that picture on. It must be somebody that did a signing with her. Let's see what she's got going on here. She put her thoughts on her memoir, My Time to Stand. She put a link to the Child Health National Child Abuse Hotline and to the Domestic Violence Hotline. She tagged Melissa Moore, Her Time to Stand. She tagged herself. She tagged Ben Bella Books. Some of her comments here are not good. Why doesn't she look pregnant? Girl, go tell your story. You lived a life of abuse. I mean, her story, her book is really, I don't even understand how she would say that she would like her child to read that book. I don't understand it because it's cringe. The stuff she talks about with, like I said to you, apparatuses and stuff like that, it's totally cringe. I don't know any mother that would ever want their child to read something like that, really. Especially about their mother saying it, you know? I mean, it's not good. Not good at all. In fact, I heard that people were contacting different places and saying, do you know what's in this book? Do you know what you are, promoting here as her memoir? So yeah, it's very, very gross. Let's see. So I don't know why they are lying about the book being pulled. It's just, I don't know why they lie. See if this is. So yeah, I mean, Apparently they said that Bree doesn't have a TikTok channel anymore, but what does it really matter? She didn't. They said this is her 4th one. So that means that she's going right back up. I don't know why people get so invested in that, but yeah, so we debunked that. Okay, let's go on, see what else is going on. Let's check out the drone situation. Because people are very, very concerned about what's going on. So let's see. Department of Homeland Security. So it says, for weeks, the citizens in New Jersey and New York and Connecticut. What is this? Get out of here. Pop-up ads. I can't stand all these pop-up things. Get out of here. Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas is talking to ABC News about the drone situation. If I can get this stupid pop-up thing here to get out of the way. Okay. He said there's no question that people are seeing drones. Okay, so they are seeing drones. Though some of the recent sightings in New Jersey and other East Coast states might be manned aircraft or duplicate reports. Mayorkas said officials have deployed extra resources to look into the sightings, and they'll let the public know if there's a reason for concern. And said, and I quote, "We're on it. But so far, there's no indication of foreign involvement." An unnamed FBI official said in a White House briefing, fewer than 100 of the agency's 5,000 tips on drone sightings have been worthy of further investigation. And modeling shows that many of the sightings have taken place in the flight paths of major airports, suggesting people could be mistaking planes for drones. Still, the uptick in reported drone sightings has caused concern over several states, with social media users posting videos of lit objects that are hovering in the night sky and asking the federal government to clarify. The governor of New York said Sunday that federal officials are sending a drone detection system to New York, but argued Congress should give the state the power to deal directly with the drones. And this idea is also backed by New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy. Senator Chuck Schumer called for Congress to give local police more tools. Let's see over here. Senator Andy Kim from New Jersey posted several videos on Twitter or X of alleged drone sightings he recorded while out with police Thursday night and described them doing maneuvers that are uncharacteristic of planes, though he acknowledged Saturday that deeper analysis indicated most of the sightings were almost certainly planes. Andy Kim said others may have seen actual drone activity and argued federal officials should provide more information and guidance to the public. In Connecticut, Senator Tony Hwang released a statement saying that there were, quote, sightings of possible unauthorized drones in Fairfield, Connecticut. Says the state must be proactive, not reactive, in getting answers, even if it means shooting drones down. And the mayor of Belleville, New Jersey, Michael Melham, told Fox News the state's Office of Emergency Management urged him to immediately call the county bomb squad if there is drone down, nearby that the fire department was instructed to wear hazmat suits around any fallen drones, saying it's unclear if the drones have a payload. The report started when New Jersey police announced that on November 19th that officers had witnessed drone activity the previous night over Morris County in the state's southwest corner, and said they would investigate the activity, noting rumors were spreading on social media, though there was no known threat to public safety. Police chief in New Jersey described the drones as the size of a car and bigger than the standard drones available for amateurs. Sightings have been occurring nightly for the past 2 weeks, beginning just after sunset and lasting well into the early morning hours, says the chief of police in Florham Park, New Jersey, Joseph Orlando. On December 3rd, the FBI joined several New Jersey police investigations, announced a public request for more information on the observed cluster of what looked to be drones or a possible fixed-wing aircraft. Okay, let's see. All right, so New Jersey Assemblywoman Dawn Fantasia took to X Wednesday, and she put up a lengthy post about a legislative meeting within the Department of Homeland Security about the mysterious sighting. She described the government's investigative strategy, which includes a coordinated effort led by the FBI with state police, the Office of Homeland Security, and the U.S. Coast Guard. And she described the dozens of nightly sightings, coordinated operations of drones up to 6 feet in diameter, flying for 6 to 7 hours, distances of 15 miles, unrelated to hobbyists or the Department of Homeland Security, which appear to avoid detection by traditional methods. They also aren't related to military operations, the Picatinny Arsenal said in a statement to New Jersey Advance Media. Many of the sightings have taken place in New Jersey, but there's also reports from New York, Connecticut, even Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia, Massachusetts, and elsewhere. Drones have reportedly been sighted in at least 12 New Jersey counties, including in the airspace over Naval Weapons Station, Earl, and above critical infrastructure in Florham Park. There have been reports of unidentified drones around Staten Island, in New York City, including near the Verrazano Narrows Bridge in New York City. They have also occurred around Philadelphia, Virginia Beach, Fairfield, Connecticut. This is all according to former Maryland Governor Larry Hogan. Officials say there's no indication of security threats. The FBI and Department of Homeland Security released a statement on Thursday saying investigators have no evidence at this time of malicious activity in New Jersey or a national security or public safety threat. The statement adds they have not identified a foreign nexus for the drones and will continue the investigation. It's also said many of the drone sightings may have been cases of mistaken identity, confusing drones for lawful identified aircraft. John Kirby, the White House National Security Communications Advisor, reiterated the FBI's statement at a briefing Thursday and said officials have not been able to corroborate any of the reported visual sightings. Okay. All right, so let's go to the next thing over here and see what's going on. Okay. 16-year-old boy in New Mexico allegedly calls police to confess to murdering his parents and siblings while he was intoxicated. Are you kidding me? Okay, let me get a graphic up here. Shoot. Come on. Okay, so let's see what happened here. A New Mexico teenager has been arrested and charged with murder after he called 911 to report that he had killed his parents and siblings. On Sunday, December 15th, New Mexico State Police wrote in a press release that 16-year-old Diego Leyva has been charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder for allegedly murdering 4 family members in their home in Belen, located south of Albuquerque. According to this release, Leyva called 911 around 3:30 a.m. local time on the morning of Saturday, December 14th, and confessed to the dispatcher that he had killed his family members. When deputies arrived, Diego walked out of the residence with his hands in the air and was extremely intoxicated. He was taken into custody without incident. So he's a 16-year-old, extremely intoxicated. Sheriff's deputies found 2 adults and 2 teenagers inside the home, and they identified them as Leonardo Leyva, 42, Adriana Bencomo, 35, Adrian Leyva, 16, and Alexander Leyva, 14. All of the victims were dead from suspected gunshot wounds, and a handgun was found on the kitchen table. So it sounds like Adrian may have been Diego's twin brother, perhaps. Either that or, he had the same last name. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. So it says that Diego Leyva was taken, where were you taken? To the nearby hospital to detox from the alcohol. Then he was booked into the Juvenile Justice Center in Albuquerque at about 1 a.m. on Sunday. Police added that a motive in the case is still unknown. New Mexico State Police Investigations Bureau and the crime scene team are still investigating, and they will be conducting interviews to learn what led up to these tragic events. The Belen Consolidated School District shared a statement on Facebook on Sunday, writing that the district will be offering additional counseling services and urging any students in need of mental health services to reach out to a teacher or a principal. We are deeply saddened and shocked by the tragic event involving the killing of a family by a BHS student this past Saturday. Our hearts go out to the victims, their loved ones, and everyone impacted by this devastating loss, said the superintendent, Lauren Sanchez. The heartbreaking incident reminds us of the importance of vigilance in addressing the challenges our youth face, promoting mental health awareness, and ensuring a safe and nurturing environment for everyone, Sanchez continued. We are committed to working closely with law enforcement, school officials, and community leaders to understand how such a tragedy could occur and to take steps to do our part in preventing anything like this from happening again. It is our collective responsibility to ensure our children and families feel safe, supported, and valued. So yeah, that's unbelievable. Let's see if we can find out anything more. Let me just see. Sometimes You can get some information in various ways on social media. Let's see here. And some people all right, let's see what happened here. Diego Leyva. Okay, so it looks like I don't know if that's his page. There's a page there. Let's look at this. Press release, the New Mexico State Police. Agents learned that at around 3:30 a.m., the Valencia County Sheriff's Office received a 911 call from Diego Leyva, 16, who told the dispatcher he had killed his family. When deputies arrived, Diego walked out of the residence with his hands up in the air and was extremely intoxicated. He was taken into custody without incident. Deputies entered the residence to find 4 deceased individuals. The Office of the Medical Investigator is still working to identify the victims. A handgun was located on the kitchen table. Diego Leyva has been charged with 4 open counts of first-degree murder. He is still being held at an area hospital for detox, and once medically cleared, he will be booked into a juvenile detention facility. The incident is in its preliminary stages of investigation. New Mexico State Police investigations and bureau agents and crime scene team are processing the scene and conducting interviews to learn what led up to these tragic events. Once more information is learned and the investigation is complete, it will be presented to the District Attorney's Office for prosecution. Let's see here. This is nuts. There's a lot of people with that name on social media. Let's see. But I don't know whether he was a twin. You know, he could very well have been. This is something. Let me try something else here. All right, not seeing too much there. That's just a tragic situation, yeah. Okay, and then we have a lady in North Hollywood, California. It does not look like the greatest area, but she has stolen a dog. A beloved French bulldog at that. The dog's name is Domino. And he was snatched right from his yard by a woman with a mask in California. And it was all caught on camera. The incident happened in North Hollywood on December 10th at around 7:43 p.m. local time. It was caught on the Ring camera's owner, Jason Bidonio. And he said, and I quote, "I found out by looking through the Ring footage because I thought somehow the gate was open and he got out And then I was horrified when I saw that someone had actually trespassed on our property and took him. The video shows a woman in an oversized gray sweatshirt, a black baseball hat, and a black mask calmly entering the family's yard, picking up the 12-year-old dog and walking out with him. 12 years old. Betonio said the hardest part of the ordeal so far has been attempting to explain the crime to his 5-year-old son who has never known life without Domino. And I quote, "I just told him, Domino's gone. Some bad people came and they took him, and we may never see him again." Tears came down. He's like, "What do you mean he's gone? What do you mean he's not coming back?" Betonio noted that he and his family are especially concerned because Domino requires special medication. "It's the holidays. Our dog is 12 years old. Pretty good for a bulldog. This may have been his last Christmas," he said with tears in his eyes. In an additional statement to NBC in Los Angeles, Betonio said that his family has had Domino since he was just 8 weeks old, so he's been with us a long time and been a part of our family forever. Father said he was putting his son to bed on December 10th when 2 trespassers unlocked his gate and stole his family's beloved French bulldog Domino from their backyard in North Hollywood. In terms of suspects, Betonio revealed that he noticed a woman seemingly stalking out his home a mere 20 minutes before Domino was stolen. He continues to hold out hope of recovering Domino. "I want to find Domino, and I don't want this to happen to anyone else." He noted that Domino is all white but has a black mask, a little lopsided black ears, and distinctive tear-shaped black mark on his left side. Okay, let's see now. All right, so let me take a look at this other thing that this is directing me to regarding this dog. Okay, because somebody said that there was someone that commented on one of these things. Let's see. I don't know if that one. Here's another. There's orange trees, like crazy. These are orange trees, or see these oranges or something? And she's just walking by. This looks like I don't know. I mean, they said there was a comment that somebody said they knew the neighbor or something, and that they think someone was rescuing the dog because they said the dog was neglected. But he's lived to 12. I don't think he doesn't seem neglected. There's always somebody saying something, but I don't know. Okay. happened here? Is this recent? So this mother was run down. That is Ilsen Miriam Kim. She attempted to confront some shoplifters who stole from her beauty store, and she has died after that attempt. She was trying to stop two people who stole several items from her beauty supply store called Beauty Max in Jacksonville, Florida at around 6 p.m. on December 6th. She was fatally run over. Two individuals entered into the business. One of the individuals grabbed several items and ran out of the store with those items. This is according to Sergeant Steve Rudlaff with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. One of the shoplifters on foot, while the other got into a car with the driver waiting. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office did not immediately respond for comment. Kim, 64, was rushed to the hospital after she was hit by the vehicle, though she was pronounced dead later. Everything she accomplished in her life was through sheer grit and determination, her family said. Though she was at times hesitant, she didn't want fear to conquer her. She was in her 60s when she learned how to swim and had taken up Zumba to get into better health. A business owner who chose to remain anonymous said shoplifting has been a major issue for the plaza where Kim's shop was located. I think a lot of companies need to take accountability for their employees and make sure that they're trained to know not to run after a shoplifter, especially in a busy area like this. Another individual described Kim's actions as being very courageous as they shared their thoughts and prayers with their loved ones. A GoFundMe set up to raise money for Kim's funeral expenses revealed that she is leaving behind 2 daughters and a husband. It described her as a proud mother, wife, businesswoman, and store owner. She taught her daughters the power of hard work, persistence, empathy, and love. She exemplified these qualities with the grace and love she showed to others in her community on a daily basis. She immigrated to the United States from South Korea in 1986 in search of better opportunities and opened her beauty store in Jacksonville just 3 years ago. No arrests have been made tied to Kim's death. How could they not have that all on cameras and get them? I don't understand. That's horrendous. That's horrendous. Horrendous. Okay. Okay, let's see what else we have going on. All right. A 3rd grader faces criminal charges after making multiple school bomb threats on Facebook. Where did this happen? In Ohio. Third grader is facing a criminal charge after reportedly making bomb threats against 2 Ohio schools. Using a fake Facebook account, the girl allegedly claimed bombs had been planted inside Lorraine's Clearview High School and Durling Middle School. The Lorain County Sheriff's Office confirmed this. Authorities did not clarify when the Facebook threats were made, but both schools and the entire Clearview local school district were closed on Thursday, December 12th. As the Sheriff's Office and FBI searched for explosives, the incident was deemed a false alarm, and after no bombs were discovered, things were back to normal at the school on Friday the 13th. Police say that the third grader, whose name and age were not being disclosed, admitted to not only the recent threats, but also another one she made in September. She's been charged with inducing a panic in connection with the social media posts. Police say her parents, meanwhile, have not been charged. In addition to the criminal charge, the third grader was referred to the Hamilton County Juvenile Court Assessment Center, the school district superintendent said. Located in Cincinnati, the center is designed to keep children from becoming entrenched in the juvenile justice system. Members of the community reacted to the bomb threats. Someone named Jacob Kyles said, "I almost didn't think it was real, to be honest, to have someone that young. Seeing these kids and having kids in the school nowadays, it's not what you want to hear, especially someone that young to have access to that social media. It's very upsetting." A mother of a Durling student who wished to remain anonymous also spoke and said, "It's really sad. She thinks parents should have a little more involvement in what their kids are doing." Someone said, I see these videos these millennial parents post on social media of their kids and themselves behaving like idiots and fools. The reactions of laughter from their contemporaries, and I fear for the future. Kids call their mother bruh. Parents throw cheese in their toddlers' faces, all for the likes. Wow, how does an 8-year-old child get to that point already? So sad. Let's see. All right, let's go over here. Okay. Lacrosse. I don't know why they're bringing that up now again. I wonder if there's a new documentary or something. Someone's saying, who remembers the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez? This guy right here. That's his wife, Doreen. She started writing letters to him in prison in 1988. and she married him in San Quentin prison on October 3rd, 1996. Oh boy, honey. Over 10 years after he was arrested for his disturbing crimes, he married former magazine editor Doreen Leoy. Oh, there's a new series on Peacock called The Night Stalker Tapes. It premiered on December 10th. Anybody watch this? And it traces how Ramirez became known as the Night Stalker during a killing spree out in California. He murdered at least 14 people after breaking into their homes between April 1984 and 1985. And it's funny because I guess they called the Golden State Killer, right? He was the original Night Stalker, like before they knew who he was, and then the Night Stalker became someone else, and the other guy was the Golden State Killer, yeah. The string of grisly R's and murders left the country terrified prior to his 1985 arrest, and they made him one of the most notorious serial killers in American history. Oh, that's something to be proud of, right? Something you can really hang your hat on, son. Oh, boy. After seeing his mugshot on TV, hey, guess what? Doreen said, he sure is sweet. Now, I don't know that she said he sure is sweet, but after seeing his mugshot on TV, she became interested in him. She spent years exchanging letters, and she even visited him in prison. And they married in 1996, and she did interviews after their prison wedding. But then she faded from the public eye. After DNA evidence linked Ramirez to the 1984 murder of 9-year-old Mei Lung in 2009. I can't help the way the world looks at him, Doreen said on their wedding day. They don't know him like I do. She was a former magazine editor who helped discover John Stamos. She said that she found it inexplicable that she was attracted to Ramirez. She said her obsession began the moment she laid eyes on his mugshot. She became completely devoted to him. And these interviews that she did are featured in that Peacock documentary, The Night Stalker Tapes. Many people wondered how she could marry Ramirez. She said, and I quote, "I believe in his innocence. To this day, his innocence or his guilt has never played a part in our relationship." Ramirez also talked about his wife from time to time. He told Carlo, "If you want to get any messages to me, talk to Doreen. I talk to her every day. She has level 1 security clearance." She grew up in Burbank, but became estranged from her family after she married Ramirez. You think? Your family wasn't happy and thrilled with that? They didn't put a Christmas stocking up for him and send him money on his commissary to get honey buns? That's shocking. You guys think that's shocking, right? They should have just accepted. That's her man. She grew up with a twin sister, Denise Wilcox. Her journalism career began when she worked in school for the school newspaper. She said she was on the yearbook and the newspaper staff. She didn't attend things like the prom because she didn't like the dating experience. "I didn't find anyone I felt strongly about. I never had a boyfriend." Oh boy, but then you saw a mugshot and you were smitten, huh? Her sister was a member of the Burbank School Board and a longtime coordinator for special programs for Los Angeles Unified School District when she found out her sister would be marrying Ramirez. And her twin sister said, my quote, "It's unfortunate for me that I've been linked with all of this. I was taken aback by the news. I don't want to be part of this. It's been a painful event for the family." Because of her choice of a husband, Doreen's family became estranged from her, and none of her family members attended her wedding. Aw, I'm sorry, Denise. Doreen. Sorry, your sister's Denise. Sorry. Doreen. Here she is on her wedding day. Oh, guess what? Guess what magazine she was at? Guess what magazine she was an editor for? I'm going to ask you to guess. Guess. I'm going to go back to the chat. Let me see if you can guess what magazine she was an editor for. Go ahead. Let's see what happens. Who can guess? Who can guess what magazine she was an editor for? Remember I said she was somewhat instrumental in discovering John Stamos. So what magazine was she an editor for? High 61. Nope and nope. And no again. Hi, little lady. I'm sorry for drinking on camera. I mean with the mic not muted. I'm sorry. No, not People Magazine. I'm saying no to you all. No one has guessed it. Not you, not High 61, not the lady that lives in the shoe, or the lady that lives down the lane, or the lady that doesn't know the Muffin Man. None of you have guessed right. Not one of you. Cosmopolitan is also wrong. Teen Magazine is also wrong. Little lady, if you're coming in late, we'll get that woman there. She married the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez. And she was an editor of a magazine. And she's being credited with discovering, or somewhat credited with discovering, John Stamos. What magazine was she an editor for? And so far, no one has guessed it. Hi, Tree Dog. What did you say? No, not that. Nope. Come on now, we can do better than this. Do I have it in? Let me make sure I'm in live chat, because I might be. Oh, I'm in top chat, so I might have missed some answers. I hate top chat. Why do they have it? Cosmo? No. Elle Magazine? Nope. Oh, there's Margot. Hello, Margot. Where's all the Zoomers? Tell them to get into the chat and take a stab at this. Heart Made Wise, where are you? I thought you'd be right on this. Bucky Ann, Sharon, Chris Ree. Civil War Times, there is a magazine. Yeah, but that's not the magazine. Enquirer, no. You're going to die when you find out this. Well, I hope you don't die, but you'll be shocked. You can't think of any others? Think about John Stamos being discovered. Hi? John Stamos. Think about... She got married in 1996. Entertainment Weekly? Nope. Time Magazine? Nope. He was arrested in 1985. Come on now. Come on. If I give you a hint, you're sure to get it. Grab some ice. You better not be Googling. Grab some ice. No Googling. She married the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez. Richard Ramirez. Hello, Misfit. How are you? Okay, you're not Googling. Okay, don't do that. Misfit, that's not the magazine. That's all you have, Misfit? Well, it was a good guess. Excuse me. Is she not? I'm sorry. Is she nuts? I mean, what do you think? She was never interested in anyone else, you know. She was never interested in going to the prom or anything like that. But when she saw his mugshot, that was it. She fell hard. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay, thank you. No, Esquire, no. I'll give you another clue. Well, hold on, I guess. Oh boy, I thought I was going to sneeze again. Okay. She doesn't look like she would be an editor of this magazine. Like she doesn't really fit as one. Let's just put it that way. Not 17 magazine. Nope. Okay, not Playgirl. Nope. And not 17. No. Thank you for the bless yous. Thank you. I appreciate that. My clue was that, oh, look at this. Heart Made Wise has got it. She's come out of the catacombs and into the light with the answer. Tiger Beat. Tiger Beat, people. Tiger Beat. Okay, back to our story, but that was a fun interactive portion. So, believe it or not, she began to write to Richard Ramirez before she became an editor of Tiger Beat and while she was an editor for Tiger Beat. She was in a leadership role and she helped to make John Stamos popular. She met John Stamos when he was 16 or 17. and she believed she could make him a star. He had a breakout role in 1982 as Blackie Parrish on General Hospital. I remember that. She regularly featured him on the cover of Tiger Beat, which helped elevate his popularity. And they developed a close relationship, almost like a family. Family is people and a family is love. That's a family. Okay. John Stamos said back in 2019, and I quote, "She was sort of like a sister and became best friends with my mother. She was a very lonely woman and spent all the holidays with us. This made it all the more shocking when John Stamos learned that this sister and friend to his mother married Richard Ramirez. He said, first of all, to be that lonely that this is the only man on the planet that she can find, I just thought, how horrible. This man is the personification of evil, just a monster. And here is someone that was part of my family. Sort of. In the docuseries, Richard Ramirez, The Night Stalker tapes, Cynthia Homer, who knew Doreen from her days working in the magazine industry, told more about how her former colleagues' feelings about John Stamos and Richard Ramirez were similar. Oh boy. I quote, this is Cynthia Homer speaking. I remember her being very maternal, like a mom figure to all of these celebrities, and she rode for them hard. If she liked somebody, she really, really liked them. When Doreen first got interested in Richie Ramirez, I think she saw him the same way she would have seen John Stamos and all these other celebrities that she was helping and nurturing. Before she began writing to Richie Ramirez, the Night Stalker, she believed he was innocent. She went out and publicly defended him. She wrote a letter to the Daily News. She received a great deal of public shame. She denounced the people who captured Ramirez, and she denounced them being called heroes. She continued yammering on, pleading Ramirez's case in the media before writing to him for the first time in February of 1988. And then she started to meet with him at the prison that year. This is Doreen speaking now. I quote, I have a very finely tuned sense of right and wrong and fair play. He was just a suspect at that point, and I felt that they had no right to treat him that way, and my heart just went out to him. I started taping the news from that Sunday on. He just fascinated me right from the start. When she was asked how she dealt with hearing the stories of the survivors and the victims' families, she said, and I quote, at the expense of sounding callous, these people went through something. I understand that. I've never negated their pain, but that doesn't mean I can't support him. There's nothing I can do for the victims, but I could offer him help. There's nothing you could do for the victims. There's probably a lot you could do for the victims, especially with your experience as an editor. Once Richie Ramirez wrote back, their relationship developed quickly. He wrote back immediately and asked me if I would be his friend. It became very intense right away. When I love, it's deep. and it's intense. Well, how would she even know that? Because she didn't have any interest in anyone before this, is what she said, or she's already a liar. And when she says it's deep and it's intense, is that the point of being a stalker, or what? Or is that okay? I quote, she said, I would say pretty much my life does revolve around him. Oh, that sounds like a healthy relationship. I'm watching out for his needs and protecting his interests. Someone like him needs that, and he needs someone he can trust. Oh, yes, you need to feel needed. Yes, obviously, and you need to know where he is, right? Yes. Where did the other picture go? Not that one. This one. She would visit Richie Ramirez up to 4 times a week. Where are you going? Going up to see Richie. Richie who? Richie Ramirez? Oh, Richie Ramirez. Not these. Gosh, that's unfortunate that your new boyfriend is the same name as that Night Stalker. What do you mean? My boyfriend is the Night Stalker. He's so sweet and he needs me. Okay. Nuts. Okay, she says, and I quote, he was the exact opposite of what I anticipated. Soft-spoken, beautiful boy. Was he a beautiful boy when he was killing a child, a 9-year-old child, hon? When I looked into his eyes, I got the same sensation I did the night I saw his picture. That's when this Titanic of a relationship was launched. Titanic? A relationship? Sounds like a disaster. Why would you quote the Titanic? Oh boy. Ramirez proposed to her the same year they began meeting. She knew that accepting the proposal would upend her personal life, but to her it was worth it. Quote, she said, because of my love for Richard, I have given up family, home, employment, and my friends. That sounds like a great relationship, honey. I always knew this would require a tremendous personal sacrifice, but I have never looked back. I understand others' disbelief. I understand their confusion. But from that day, in July of 1988, when he just looked at me and said, I wish to marry you, I have known in my heart that this was the right thing to do. Now, I don't know why they're both leaning to one side here. Is it the floor in the prison might be slanted? I don't know. Hold on, that one did not load either. See how they're leaning over there? Eight years after he proposed, 41-year-old. Oh, she's an older woman, yeah. She's 5 years older. So when he proposed to her, he was only 28 and she was 33. When they got married, she was 41 and he was 36. And they got married in 1996 at San Quentin Prison. They were allowed to kiss and hold hands for their wedding nuptials. Here comes the bride. Okay, she wasn't even wearing white. Oh, she was wearing white. That's not her wedding picture. She said, and I quote, "It feels wonderful. I'm so happy." This is on her wedding day. "I'm so thrilled, very proud, and a little relieved that the bulk of the day is over, and just hopefully I can enjoy the rest of my day in peace with Richard's family and think about the importance of what happened today." Now let's just talk about some of the endearing qualities of her new husband then. Ramirez was known for his Satanist beliefs. Wow. And they even factored into the color of his wedding band. Doreen bought a gold wedding band for herself and a platinum one for Richie because he told her Satanists don't wear gold. Girl, there's something wrong, okay? Her wedding band was engraved with the words, "To my one and only love, Richard." His said, "I love you forever, Doreen." Okay, but like she said, the Titanic. So Doreen initially believed her husband was innocent. But she became more unsure when new evidence came to light in 2009. DNA evidence linked Richard Ramirez to the 1984 murder of a 9-year-old girl. He died in 2013 of natural causes. Well, let's see, how old would he be then? He was 38 in 1996, so let's just say it's 42 in the year 2000, 42, 9 more years, 51 years old when he died about, right? Am I correct? Wait. No, 2013, I thought he died in 2009, so that's, what are we talking about now? 4 more years? 55? Okay, so he died of natural causes, and his wife, Doreen, withdrew from the public eye. Richie Ramirez's niece claimed that her uncle and Doreen were going through a divorce at the time of his death, and his ashes were sent to her. Let's see. Apparently someone ran into her years later. She was working, you know where? At a party supply store. "Hi, do you want 2 helium balloons or 3 with that?" She didn't want to be recognized. Wow, you think? She isn't wearing a shirt, "I married Richie Ramirez." Crazy. Well, that's a documentary on the Peacock channel. I don't know if any of you saw that, but what else? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. What is this? Wow, what is this? I'm telling you. Look at this sign. It says bump right in front of this house. A mental health professional in Maryland is charged with murdering her 3-month-old daughter in what police alleged was a murder-suicide plot against her family. Mackenzie Rose Colgan is facing first-degree murder charge related to this Sunday, December 8th, death of her infant. Let's get this press statement from the police. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Gaithersburg, Maryland. Detectives from the Montgomery County Department of Police Major Crimes Division have arrested and charged 37-year-old Mackenzie Rose Colgan with the Sunday, December 8th, 2024 murder of a 3-month-old daughter at approximately 12:12 p.m. The Montgomery County Emergency Communications Center received a call from Colgan claiming she had drowned their infant while giving the baby a bath. Montgomery County Department of Police, 2nd District officers and fire rescue personnel responded to the 7300 block of Summit Avenue. The infant was transported to a local hospital where additional life-saving measures were attempted, but the infant was ultimately pronounced dead. Major crimes detectives responded to the scene, and during the investigation, Colgan was identified as the suspect. The decedent has been transported to the office of the medical examiner in Baltimore, where an autopsy is scheduled for Monday, December 9th, to officially determine the cause and manner of death. Detectives arrested Colgan at the scene, charging her with first-degree murder. She was transported to Central Processing, where she's awaiting a bond hearing. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So here's some more. Here is some more. Let's see. So let's go over here and see what we got. After officers responded to the Chevy Chase, Maryland residence, the victim was transported to a nearby hospital where she was pronounced dead. Colgan was arrested on the spot. Colgan recounted that she woke up on the day of the murder with a plan to end everything by killing her family of 4, including herself. According to an unspecified court document and investigators' accounts, she allegedly told family members that she was taking the child for a bath before the drowning. Once on the 2nd floor of the residence, she allegedly filled the bathtub with water, placed a smaller baby bathtub inside, and placed the child in the smaller tub. She reportedly admitted to turning the child's face away from her as the infant drowned. Following the alleged drowning, she told police she pondered jumping out the window, but instead told her husband what she's done. The husband ran to the bathroom to administer CPR and asked her to call 911. Now, Colgan is a licensed therapist, citing the state records. According to court documents, she was unemployed at the time of the incident. A website identifying a therapist by her in Silver Spring, only a few miles from Chevy Chase, says she works with children and families. Police have been called to the residence on 2 occasions in the past. Client requested a welfare check on her in July. A client? A client? One of her clients? It's pretty bad when your client has to call a welfare check on a therapist. And in October, Colgan called 911 to report her baby was not breathing. On both occasions, when police got to the residence, she said everything was fine. She is being held without bond. No idea what she pled. Wow, that's really sick and sad. Crazy. Wow. Okay, let me see. Yeah, you know, People magazine, let me tell you, they put an article in here that Gypsy Rose Blanchard recalls a feces-loving cellmate. It's disgusting. When I tell you the book is disgusting, it's disgusting. Absolutely. Okay, let's go back to Richard Ramirez for a minute. For over a year, Richard Ramirez was a serial killer who terrorized Los Angeles. But it was his residence that took him down. He was dubbed by the media as the Night Stalker. He killed at least 15 people, robbed, and beat many others between April of '84 and August of '85. His attacks were brutal, unpredictable. He rarely used the same weapon. He picked his victims, they seemed at random. He left some of them alive. Now this docu-series that's on Peacock, The Night Stalker Tapes, that's come out on December 10th, explores the life and crimes of the notorious serial killer. In this docu-series, you can listen to recorded interviews with Richard Ramirez, who died in 2013. He was born in Texas. Someone soon reported a suspicious man with the suspect's liking on August 31st of 1985, and he attempted to flee via carjacking, but was held down by an angry mob that was hell-bent on his capture. When police finally arrived, they had beaten him bloody with a steel rod. The neighbor, Eloise Cabral, said, and I quote, "We were saying that if he got caught around here in East LA, he'd probably get his butt beat because all the guys around here all know about him. They would just love to get their hands on him. And now we wake up the next morning and we find him across the street." So how did this mob capture him? Well, in the 1980s, he was a drifter from El Paso, Texas, with a history of drug abuse and auto theft. He was exposed to extreme violence at a young age. When he was 12, his older cousin showed him photos of women that he arred and killed during the Vietnam War. A year later, he witnessed that same family member shoot and kill his wife. Miguel was later sentenced to 7 years for that crime. Ramirez moved to LA when he was 15 years old, and he learned techniques on how to burglarize places from an older brother. He reportedly sold stolen goods to pay for a cocaine addiction, and he was in jail for several months for auto theft before the murders began. His first known murder was April 10th of 1984, though he wasn't linked to that crime until years later. 9-year-old Melinda was found dead in the basement of her apartment building after she went looking for a lost dollar bill. She had been beaten, arred, and stabbed. Unbelievable. Police revived the case in 2009, and the DNA evidence from the scene matched with a sample from Ramirez. He killed 14 people between June of 84 and August 85. Vincao Dale, Okazaki, Veronica Yu, Vincent Zazara, Massine Zazara, Bill Doy, Mabel, Mabel, Florence, Nettie Long, Mary Louise Cannon, Joyce Lucille Nelson, Max Needing, Lila Needing, Chainarang, Hovanath, and Elias Abawath. During his killing spree, he also robbed, beat, arred, and attempted to murder others who managed to survive. One survivor said that Ramirez made her invoke the name of Satan during the attack. Unbelievable. He said he was introduced to Satanism when he was 21. And this is who that woman found so endearing that she had to write to him and marry him, right? Woohoo. Ramirez bragged about killing 20 people to a prison staffer in 1986. In addition to that, the later confirmed murder of Mei Lung, he is also suspected of murdering Peter Pan in San Francisco. Okay, the reports from witnesses and survivors, they were able to track down a stolen station wagon Ramirez had been driving, and they pulled a fingerprint from the back of the rearview mirror. Wasn't long until someone reported a suspicious man in East LA who matched the Night Stalker's description, and once he realized that police were closing in, Ramirez attempted to flee by stealing a car, but the driver recognized him and alerted her neighbors. Witnesses said that at least 4 people grabbed him before he could flee and held him until police arrived. When Ramirez tried to escape the mob, they chased after him and hit him repeatedly with a steel rod. Once he stopped, everyone just got him. Jamie Burgeon, one of the residents who caught Ramirez, said in 1985 the guy was hitting him with this bar. He just kind of stopped and looked back. I guess he was tired. He never showed any remorse for what he has done, Detective Salerno said in an episode of Murder Made Me Famous. He was pure evil. While awaiting execution, Ramirez died of B-cell lymphoma in 2013 at the age of 53. So I was pretty close to his age, right? But that is what that woman thought was like, oh gosh, I'm marrying this guy. He's sweet, right? Get out of here. What's wrong with you? Really, what the heck is wrong with you? Okay, so let's let me go over here because I haven't seen the chat in a while. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's see. What's going on here? What is going on here in the chat? I was going to say that I read it all the time as a teen. Yeah, Tiger Beat, right? Of course. You've never heard of Tiger Beat, little lady? Oh my goodness. Never heard it, but you woke me up by mentioning John Stamos. You like John Stamos, or you liked him, the Captain Lee fan. Heart Made Wise, and your guess, you got it right. Now you have to research Tiger Beat. I can't believe you never heard of it, little lady. Now I have a question for you, Carolyn. Do you know what he has tattooed on the inside lower lip? No, I don't. Is it something about Satan? Let's see. Dang, he hit the jackpot. Money on the books. Okay, so White Angel said, if I remember correctly, I think he went on a date. No, that's not Richard Ramirez that went on the dating game show. That's the other guy. Rodney, is it? That's the other guy that they made that movie about too. Oh gosh, I always remember this. That's another guy. We watched a documentary on him too. Yeah. That's another guy. Yep. Yep, that's another guy. Hey, Billy Boy Blue. That was Richard Ramirez. He is a serial killer called the Night Stalker. And what do you say? He reminds you of this dude that you went to high school with? Well, I hope you didn't go to high school with him, Billy Boy Blue. Joking? Okay. IUHP. Nora Woods, how are you? Well, it is clear that we have no shortage of people whose cheese has slid off their crackers. No? Hey, little lady, I just saw the message. Yes, I had a great birthday. Thank you so much for asking, sweetheart. Where were you, little lady? Okay. How can I get your email, little lady? I want to show you some things I craft. Has anyone considered that those lights over Jersey might just be the real Santa? Yeah, just planning out his route, right? And they're not going to get their gifts, Billy Boy. There have been bad, naughty children causing a lot of trouble for Santa and the elves. You studied Richard Ramirez, UHP. You should come on and talk about it. You saw documentaries on him, and the city was just paralyzed while he was out there on killing sprees. Can I get it from her? Is that okay? Also, notice he hasn't even showing any teeth in the photo. What I found a lot of things in common with Bundy, who I knew personally. Really, UHP? You knew Bundy personally? How? Tell us. You also drive a 1968 tan Volkswagen Beetle, UHP? Now the Volkswagen Beetle, right? Little lady, you have to give permission to give your address to White Angel. She can just write it here, Margot. Oh no, we can't do that. I will ask Carolyn to give me your email tomorrow. Santa uses Amazon, says Lola. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. We need a cheese sliding emoji. We do. No, it is not something about Satan. Oh, okay. I give Carolyn permission, says little lady. Anyone else see that tragedy? Billy Boy, which one? Tell me, Billy Boy, which one? Billy Boy, Billy Boy. Billy, which one? Billy, the not showing of the teeth? You were a trustee on death row. Really? Do you want to ever, would you ever come on and talk to us? You don't have to show yourself on camera, you can just talk. Would you ever do that, UHP? Chris Evans isn't allowed to play anything other than the Captain America again, and The Rock can only play the dude he played in the Rundown. That's the tragedy? Okay. Keep guessing, Carolyn. What did he have tattooed inside his lip? You're dead. I'm stalking you. I will give you a hint. It's 2 words. You're dead. Get out. Hate you. Two words. Two words. I'm hungry. Call dentist. She said 2 words, paint it black. Hello, paint it black. Did you get my slayak? I had a question, but I think I found out the answer. Nope, nope, nope. Let me see. I'm not Googling. You would hear me. You would hear me. You know my keyboard. I'm not Googling. Well, got you. Bang, bang. It's very vulgar. Oh boy. It's very vulgar. Does it have the word see you next Tuesday in it? Does it contain the words biatch and see you next Tuesday? Or is it the F word and then you? Is it F-U? Nope. Nope. Okay. It's very vulgar, but it's not F you, and it's not see you next Tuesday, and it's not bang bang, and it's not biatch. Is it mother effer? Could it be that? Very vulgar. Come on, Billy boy, you must know this. It's very vulgar. It's 2 words. Well, no, those are 2 words. Mother effer. Oh, I got it? I got it? Oh, wow. You did not hear me. I swear to you, you didn't hear me because I did not. I'm sitting here freezing, White Angel. It is snowing here. It says it's 30 degrees, but it doesn't feel like it's 30 degrees. It feels like it's much colder. And I am sitting here with my hands wrapped up under my shirt. Okay? I'm freezing. Just so you know. And UHP, what is UHP sharing? What are you sharing? Are you coming on? Will you come on, UHP, or are you just going to be a faker and scare us and say you know all this stuff, but you won't tell us, eh? You won't share it? I like when people come on and tell us stories. I loved Sunny Bunny's stories. She had the greatest stories. It's cold here too. Oh, it's finally got cold in your area of non-Canada. I want to bake cookies. I have to paint the door in my bathroom. I have to do so much work. I have to put my trees up, but I had a ship all day. I have to go to the doctor on Friday, I think it is. And then I have to make a trip out of town, maybe Tuesday. Why can't we just slow it down a little bit? Just put the brakes on. I need a little. What is UHP? UHP developer. The flamingo lady. Hello. What flamingo lady? Who's the flamingo lady? Who's the flamingo lady? Who's the flamingo lady? I don't know who the flamingo lady is. Does anybody know who the flamingo lady is? I'm just freezing over here. I'm just freezing. Remember that? Oh, I don't know if that lady told the story on the live. What'd you think about somebody that got kidnapped? And kept going back to the kidnapper. Life has no brakes, madame. You can't slow it down. As I turn 40 this year. Oh, get out of here, Billy boy. You're not turning 40. I'm learning this more and more, LOL. Zsa Zsa Gabor, but she's dead now. Remember the lady who went off on us? Oh, she wasn't a flip. Yeah, that was, oh boy, that was Phyllis. Scooter mentioned her last night. You're talking about the pottery lady? The lady that told Scooter and I to stop kidding around and stop it. Just stop it. Everything is not a joke. That lady? Is that the lady you mean, hi? And Scooter and I were like, we felt like we got called by the principal. That was a long time ago, and I was a different person. All these years later, I'm just a dumb old electrician. Oh, I like electricians because they help with things that you need done in your house. Who write AI code for children with disabilities for Zavaware. God's got a sense of humor. Well, that sounds interesting. Electrician. Mm-hmm. I like electricians. Uh-oh, what happened to our electrician? She did use the F word? Huh. We should revisit that. We should revisit that. I think we revisited it once. I want to get a blooper reel together. I also have to get that clip where I hit myself with the lunchbox. Abby told me about that. I want to put it in a short. Yeah, she was something, and so was that other lady that was, I think, a bit inebriated, who called in during the Anthony Tote case and said because we went the wrong direction that we had to end the live and get rid of it, even though we corrected our direction. Jaja was in Green Acres, right? Yeah. Green Acres is the place for me. Farm living is the life. Does that sound interesting, little lady? Yeah, she really went off on Scooter and I. We were just asking her, and she never came through. Never came through with what she said. I'm going to send you this little thing. Oh, really? We'd love it. She never did. Never came through. That was a nice show. Yeah. There's a lot of people that never came through, like that guy that was doing that Notorious MRB logo. Remember that guy, Billy Boy? Remember him, Billy Boy? All that promises and then turned out to be a psycho. Yep. And you remember the other one with Wilt Chamberlain, Billy Boy? Wacko. And baby in love you, but give me Park Avenue, right? So many crazy people. We were all joking around, but not about her, and she took it all serious, like we were talking smack about her behind her back. Yeah, and it was like really about me and Scooter just cutting up, and she just couldn't take it, and she was having a baby fit. And just lost it. It's like, lady, calm down. What's wrong with you? Bunch of nuts, right? You were an inmate. I think you mean to say you were an inmate. Okay. No problem. I'd still like to speak to you. I would still like to speak with you, UHP. I remember that weird dude who made it. Oh, yeah, that guy? Ha! Wacko. Wacko. That was the Chamberlain guy. That was the Hershey, Pennsylvania guy. That was the wacky guy. Scooter thinks that the reason so many wackos cross my path, hear me out, is because of the name of the channel being Mommy Ramblings, that I get some people that are looking for a mommy. And it's like a love-hate relationship. They usually have an estranged relationship with their mommy, and then they either like love bomb the crap out of me, but then as soon as something happens that they perceive as a slight, real or imagined, they turn a switch, and then you become everything they hate their mother for, and they transfer all of those feelings, and they are all crazy. That's Scooter's theory. I don't drop phone numbers in my chat. We used to have it across the screen, but we learned from about that. If UHP wants to call in, they can email me, and they can call in, and we will see. You have your hands full? That's like Flo on the Go. She used to be my full heart and hands. I'm so on board with this theory. You think so, Billy Boy? You think that's why so many whack jobs cross my path? I'll tell you, a lot of the ones are estranged from their mothers, or they say they hate their mothers, or they say their mothers never liked them, and all kinds of crap, I'll tell you. Could be true, I-61 said. Most of the guys you got so far have been characters, to say the least. It's not just guys, I-61. There's a lot of women out there that have a lot of issues with their mothers. And then the other thing is that a lot of them have a lot of issues with being a mother. They're estranged from their children. Their children don't go near them. It's just like, and all of that. When I just think when people have raging hate for me that I haven't even had one interaction with, that's the weirdest thing for me. And it's so intense that I say it's got to be coming from somewhere else. You know what I mean? A parasocial relationship. Some of it, yes. But what about the ones that I don't even have any interaction with, Billy? Nothing. And they're like, need a straitjacket type rage and anger, while thinking they don't have any problems with their rage and anger. It's scary, yeah, to say the least. It's weird, I-61, it certainly is. It's displaced anger, yeah, Lola. But I mean, shame on the people for believing this crazy things. And I'll tell you something. There is someone speaking the most insane things, I should say texting them in chats. I've had the opportunity to see some things that this person has put in chats. Now, first of all, if anybody cannot see that this person is a liar, then I feel bad for them. But this is also a person that said, I think that they were in the ICU last year, or had someone come in and say they were in the ICU and they weren't. And I said so many crazy things, like there's men picking, I don't know, things off the lawn, just craziness. But this person has only been helped, was only helped here, was monetarily helped by a moderator, and just is wow, just spinning some total fabrications. And you really have to say, if If anybody believes that crap, we don't want you around us. Seriously. If you believe that crap, we're better off. And you'll find out eventually. And it's so funny. I can see like 5 people saying that I'm speaking about them in particular who are going to fire up a live stream tomorrow. See, that's Carolyn talking about me. No, it's not about you. But they always think everything's about them. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They tell some tall stories about you. I know, little lady. Some of the things I supposedly did, like stole tubes at water parks. I ripped it, little lady. I didn't just take it from that little girl. I ripped it from her hands. I just went by and ripped it. The email address is, if you watch, I'll show you out. I'll put it in now, okay? Hey, yeehaw. Why can't people leave me alone? I don't know. Let's find the answer. Because they are craving my attention. Isn't that funny? There's my email. Let me know when you've emailed me. Let me know when you've emailed me. I don't get the hate. I know, right? Just a small time girl, right? Living in a lonely world. You got it, Billy boy. You got it, Billy boy. And I'm a pretty nice person. It's crazy, I know, right, little lady? The things I've supposedly done. Hey, it's just me. How dare you do that to that little... I know, it's just me. Right? I just ripped it right from... I'm like, what are you doing with that tube? I need that tube. Give it to me! Give it to me! Okay. No. It never happened. It absolutely never happened. There was no shortage of tubes either. It never happened. But they do that, like, and then they keep spreading it, like, hey, did you hear she stole a tube from a little girl at the water? Yeah, did you hear that? Yeah, she did? She did. No critical thinking, no fact checking, no nothing. Just spreading of rumors over and over and over again. Yeehaw says, it really upset me that you have been treated so poorly and people are always out to get you. It makes me sick. You know what? I've been told by a very smart man that said that, you know what? You're a star. They said, look at these people spending 6-7 hours, some of them every single day, speaking about you. They have no other content other than you. Be flattered. Be flattered that you live in their heads rent-free. Be flattered that they can't talk about anything but you. Be flattered. And that's how I'm choosing to look at it. It never happened, so I'm supposed to ignore the two. I know, the tube mugshot, right. And didn't she get like a bloody nose when I pulled the tube so hard, White Angel, that she fell flat on her face? Right? Didn't an ambulance have to come? Right? And I think I was arrested on the spot. That's it, ma'am. You're under arrest. You love the water park? Then you'll love I have an upcoming trip to one. Yay! But I'm not supposed to be allowed anywhere. Oh, no. You're going to have to bail me out. Flattery is a good thing, yeah. You have to think about it. Like, I mean, people are spending 7 hours a day, 5 to 7 hours a day, doing nothing but discussing me. And you know what the funny thing is, though? The funny thing is they'll go like this, isn't she boring? But you have to think about this. They've already watched, they watch everything I do. They watch me more than the people that like me. And that's a given. That's 100% given. And Howard Stern showed that his haters watch him. They don't miss a beat. Way more than his fans. Way more. So, yeah, that's true. And literally, I could hold these people captive to their device. If I stream 24/7, they wouldn't leave their device. I could hold them captive all through anything. It's crazy because they watch every single thing. Like, people that like me go, oh, I didn't see that. Or, oh, gosh, I missed that. Them, there they say, did you see that? Did you see this? Did you see that? Did you see this? Things that I don't even, like, what? What are they talking about? This is crazy. This is beyond obsessed. But you have to look at it like that, right? They're obsessed. They stream. They say, okay, I don't like her content. She's boring. But then why, if I'm boring, tell me how I held your attention, that you watch every single thing I do. You watch some videos 50 or 60 or 70 times, and I'm not kidding you, that you can repeat the words I say along with me. And then you say I'm boring, but before you go do your live where you stream me the entire time, you watched me the night before, at least once, but probably twice. And now you're watching that video and all the other ones with whatever audience you have, all saying how horrible I am and you don't want to watch me, but then everybody in the chat is saying, oh, I saw that, I watched that, I watch it. So then, what are you really saying? You're a fan. That's what you're saying. Because I don't know anybody that is this level of obsessed. Okay? And cool, the awareness campaign or whatever your fake, the most dangerous person on YouTube. I'm not the most dangerous person on YouTube. I don't want to break it to you but I'm not a dangerous person. And that fake awareness campaign is just that. More fake news. But yeah, you're so bored, but you just can't stop. You can't look away. Okay, so let's personally, I believe mommy is responsible. Really? Who else could be? I know Billy, right? Right? Mommy's not to be trusted. They say rubbish like that. Yes, I know, and I'm stealing your information, and I sell your information. You know that, right? Yeah. It's scary. It's scary. I'm a very scary person. Be afraid. Be very afraid. I don't know how Scooter slept in the same room as me and she was still alive. Margot, how did Scooter come out of that alive? I will say this, hate watching is a powerful emotion for some. It sure is. They are freaking nutcases. So let me check if UHP has emailed me. Let me see. She's dangerous. Let me see here. Okay, hang on a minute. I'm going to get to my email. I can get there. All right, let's see here. My Gmail is opening up. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, can I read your story? Let's see. I can't play a video right now, but you say this is my story. Can I read your email? Let me ask if I can read your email. I don't know if that's your channel, UHP, but you know, I can't play a do you want to have the Zoom link and come on? Tell me. Well, I'll put the Zoom, well, let me see here. Doodly doodly do. Let me go back to the chat and see. Can I email your, yes, I got it. And can I read it? Yes, that's your channel. Can I, uh-oh. Why does it say chat disconnected? Okay, now we're connected. Can I email you? Can I read your email? I will check it out. Can I read your email aloud? Or do you want me to keep it private? Let me know. Let me know. Hell of a story. I will definitely watch it, UHP. But do you want to come on now? That's what I need to know. Do you want me to send you a Zoom link? Okay, sure. And sure that I can read it, or sure that I can read it and send you the Zoom link? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Your live is slightly behind. It's probably got a little bit of a lag. Nah, I don't any more attention than I already have. Okay, so but I can read your email, right? All right, let me read the email, okay, from UHP. Let's see. UHP says, this is my story. I came up into a very impoverished family. I'm not talking about not getting an Xbox for Christmas. I'm talking about the kind of poverty that has a 6-year-old child eating from a dumpster behind the local stores to keep his belly full. Now fast track to 1985. My son was born, and with me, no job, no money, no prospects. My moral compass went all over the place. I was 21 years old. Poverty infects everything around you. There is no nobility in poverty. This is my story. Cyber Jedi Michael, UHP developer. Okay, I'll put your video in the chat there so people could go see your video. All right, UHP. My chat is going up like crazy, like it's flying by. I think I'm in the wrong chat room, so I can't even see anything. I'm so far behind in here. Okay, but I'm going to put your link in there. And let me put about this. Link to UHP's video. There we go. But the chat's still flying by, so I'm still on like 350, so it still has to catch up. I'm like 10 minutes behind. Still catching up. We're still talking about the water park here, and where I allegedly ripped a plastic tube from a little girl, made her cry. And even though it never happened, it's something else to hate me for. Okay, I sent it. Hopefully you saw it. Did anybody see the link? Did you guys see the link? Let me put it in again. Because there it is. There it is. Well, UHP, it's okay, you know? That's, it's your past. Everybody's got one. Some are worse than others. Some are better than others. The link works. You tested it? Okay, good. So, buttons on a shirt. Maybe someday you'll come on, UHP. Maybe someday. Maybe someday you'll talk to us about what happened. But I will watch your video. I will. I definitely will. I'll probably watch it as I'm falling asleep tonight. Maybe that'll be good. But I guess maybe we should put up the word cookies. You know, because that's the game that the mean people play. Right? How sick was it when that one person said that they said that I was deliberately using word cookies to, like, they were reaching so far that they said that some of the combinations I chose spelled out bad words. That's how close they were watching me. That's how close. And reaching, far reaching. Can you imagine being that obsessed with a person that you can't stand? So yeah, I'm living in a lot of heads. I live in a hell of a lot of heads, guys. It's a lot of tap dancing room there. Okay. I don't really like living in those heads. They're not pretty. They're not pretty. Darn well scariness in there, you know? I finally found my way. I received a partial pardon without gun rights and became an electrical contractor who writes code. Well done. Well done. Yeah, UHP. Not a lot of people come out of that. You know that? That's something to be proud of. It really is. I'm running through heads like crazy, White Angel, and some of the stuff in there, whoo, scary. Okay. Daily puzzle. Frazzle. Oh, she made that word. She made it. It's not a real puzzle. Uh-oh, hold on a minute. I spelled that wrong. She did that on purpose. That word spells something else. Fear. She put fear. What am I doing? I clicked that link to make sure. That's UHP. What are you talking about, Billy Boy, Billy Boy? Billy Boy, Billy Boy. Be good, Billy. Be good, Billy. Oh, what, AI? I don't know. I didn't see it yet. I didn't see it yet. Oh, real. I thought I had real, didn't I? Thank you. Thank you very much. Uh-oh, leaf. Let's see, what do we got here? Real, we got, anybody else got anything? Can somebody get me a job at Big Daddy's Club? Which Big Daddy? Not the P. Diddy. Not the Puff Daddy. No, please. I tried real heart. It didn't go through, you see? How about razzle, razzle, dazzle? No, no razzle. No razzle as in razzle dazzle. Why isn't razzle? Razzle's a word. Razzle dazzle. Razzle dazzle. The San Francisco treat. Uh-oh, fair. There's a word. I think I tried Raz, didn't I? Yeah. Razzle dazzle. Hey, it's Raz. Hello, Sharon Howard. You never come by anymore. Anymore, you hate us. That's not nice, Sharon. Why do you hate us, Sharon? Earl, you gave us a number. I mean a word. You gave us a word, and the word was there. Don't hate us, Sharon. It's not fair. I have phase, don't I, heart? Yeah, I had phase, heart. I did put phase in there. I don't think it was there. I did put it there. I put it, guys. I tried Raz, and I have Earl. I need other words, guys. Sharon, please don't hate us. I tried that high. It's not there. Try that. Sharon, why aren't you talking to us? Sharon, can you hear me? Feral, that's a word, yes. Feral, yes. We got it. We only need one. We only need one. Now we only need one. One. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever see. 2 can be as lonely as 1. I have Earl up there, right here, Sharon. Sharon, Sharon, why do you hate us so? It's Ray's. It's Ray's. I should have known. Feral, I have a ton of feral cats. My daughter rescued a feral cat. He's really good. He got him as little. Well, her friend got him when he was little. When she was little. She's a really good cat. Okay. We did the daily puzzle. Wasn't that the daily puzzle? Didn't we do the daily puzzle? Did we not do the daily puzzle? Something's telling me we didn't do the daily puzzle. Why would it say daily puzzle? Wasn't that the daily puzzle? Yeah, we did it. Okay. Why is it saying it like it's an option? It shouldn't give you that. Right? It shouldn't give you that if that's not an option. Do puzzles? Hell yeah. You got it, UHB. We gotta work that brain. We gotta use it. Or you become lame. And then you become lamer. Right? Might be male. Might have a mare. Era. Not earlier. Oh, you're behind, Sharon. That's probably why you can't hear that. All right, let's see now. Ravel. Ravelry. Very good there. Who got Ravel? Nice. One more that begins with an E or an A. I spent the whole summer catching and taking 16 in. Oh, my daughter does that too. And she volunteers at a cat shelter. Okay. Okay, we've got one more. Who knows this one? Linda Uribe, Lisa Hobbs, Hope you guys are okay. Puddin' Pops. I'm trying to think of somebody that was always in the morning comments, and I can't think of the name. I can see the avatar, and it's driving me crazy. Tracy Richards, but it's something. It's driving me crazy. That's not the what it is. It's not what it is. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Crazy cat lady. That? Yeah, she does a lot of stuff like that. Okay. What do we got over here? Come on, come on, come on. We need to get a word here. We need to get a word. I already have rave, right? Yep. It's going to be an A or an E, an A or an E, an A or an E, an A or an E. Evolve. No. I got it. That was a guess. Oh, look, she put that tube in there. I knew she was going to do it. I knew this was fixed. She edits her live videos. This is what she does. She thinks she's so slick, pretending like this is just a coincidence. Can't stand her. So stupid. Oh, Gilby. We got Stu. Oh, W, wisest. Oh, and wise. Yes, yes, yes. Very good, very good. Yes. That is very good. There we go. There we go. Look, we get a special level. We love special levels. Okay, so that means every word is going to have an NE in it somewhere, okay? So it'll be like new and then news, right? All right, and then see how that works? Everyone is going to have that in it, okay? And this is a good try. A good try. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Where's ME? ME, where are you? How could swine not be there? That's not right. Can I get a witness? Very good. Right. Oh, nest is probably there. Yeah, very good. Sharon, thank you for coming in. Don't be a stranger, don't be a stranger, don't make me smuggle. Don't make me smuggle the mugs and mules. Where there's mules, there's glue. And where there's glue, there's glues. And where there's mug, there's lug. When you have mugs, you lugs. When you have gum, and people have gums, people have leg and legs. And sometimes people are glum and they don't know the sum of all sides. Sometimes you have to sue. And sometimes you see an elm, and sometimes you see elms on Elm Street. Sometimes there are slugs. Sometimes you glug. Sometimes people are smug. We already did smug, right? Yes, we did. And there's eggs, and there's an egg. And sometimes you're abuse. Gems? There's no N. Gems. Yeah, gems. Okay. And gem. That's right. Good job. Oh, slum. Yep, slim. Legumes. It's only one E. There's only one E. There's only one E. How can it be? Elms, I got elms, don't I? Yep. Got them. Hi, Billy Boo. I know you would say that. It was a good try. You're thinking of food. I know you are. It's okay. It's your life's passion. Gus, Gus? Gus, Gus. Emus. Yeah, emu. And emus. Oh, gel, yes, gel, gels. And the Magellans. Look at this. We're doing really, really good. Look at this. We only have one more. Oh my gosh. Guys. Oh, I know. It's a muse. It's a muse. You got it too, Margot. I got it too. You've got your troubles. I've got mine. Oh, it's the veil. And she rams. She put that on purpose. It's a personal attack. And then again, make some more. Can be another Lincoln on the other. Come on. Sir. Oh, liars. These YouTube streets are filled with liars. That's just what they do. One of these days, these liars are gonna lie all over you. I'm talking to you. Lars and the New Girl. What is that show? Wasn't there the movie Lars and the New Girl? I don't know if I've ever seen. I've heard about it. Lars and the New Girl. Rim. Got new rims on that truck? Yeah, I got new rims on it. So you keep forgetting there's no E. Okay. That can happen. Slim. Slim chances. Right. Slim. When the chances are slim to none, you always go with the slim. You gotta go with the slim, I'm telling you. You have to. Lima beans. Lima beans. Okay, let's see. Oh, similar. Yay! I got it on. Why does it keep doing that? Huh. Okay. You too, what? What are you doing? What are you doing? You too, me too, me too. Go away. What was going on? Why are we fighting? Oh, Lars has become Ken. Ken as in Ken Urker, the lurker. What is going on? Alms. Yeah, alms. Farewell. Farewell to alms. It's got to begin with an A. It's got to begin with an A. It's got to begin with an A. Guys, an A. What? How come I put that in? Oh my gosh, how come I put that in so many times that it didn't work? Excuse me. How come I did that so many times that it didn't work? It's not fair. She says it's not fair. She's so stupid. She's just crazy. She's just crazy. Clams. I tried that. I tried it. I think I'm pretty sure I tried it. See? By extra word, I found it already. Okay. Come on. Come on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Slam RM. Oh my gosh, Slam RN. One more, guys. One more, and then we can call it a. Come on, come on, come on. I'll tell you now, come on. What is it? There's no E. There's no E, hi. There it is, iris. It's a flower. Okay, guys. We're going to say goodnight. Okay? I'm just, all right, I've got to go. This is addicting, but I have to go. Alright, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Sharon, I hope you come back and you don't leave us in the lurch again. You act like you hate us because we don't like that. We like you and we like you here, okay? I'm going to get some rest. You too, UHP. Everybody be good, be kind, be normal. Try to be, at least. You don't have to be normal. You don't have to be normal. You just be your own wacky selves, just like I am. Don't let people bring you down. Don't let bad people bring you down. They're just disgruntled with their own lives. It's really a reflection of them. It's them, not you. Love you guys. God bless. Prayers. We'll see you tomorrow. Be good. Do good things that you can be proud of.